All right, welcome. Today, we're jumping straight into a really powerful leadership idea that's, frankly, built for the way we work now. It's called engagement leadership, and it's all about how you can unlock the real, full potential of your team. So, let's get into it. So, first things first, what's the problem we're actually trying to solve here? Well, the source material calls it the dilemma of the employees, and it's this kind of undercurrent, this hidden challenge that can quietly hold back even the most talented teams from doing their best work. And I want you to really think about that for a second. In your own team, what is that invisible barrier? See, it's not always about skills or budget or resources. So often, it comes down to engagement. This dilemma is really just the gap between what your team could do and what they're actually doing day to day. Okay, so if that's the problem, then what's the goal? What are we shooting for? It's all about creating a genuinely healthy business environment. And look, this is so much more than just hitting your quarterly targets. We're talking about building a workplace where people and performance can both thrive together. Now, here's what's so important to understand. These three things you see here, they're totally locked together. Think of it like a chain. You just can't have a healthy business environment if you don't have engaged employees. And you're not going to get engaged employees without a really strong team spirit. They all feed into each other. So, how do we get from that employee dilemma all the way over to a thriving workplace? How do we build that bridge? Well, that's where our big idea comes in. The bridge itself is a specific, actionable strategy, and it's called engagement leadership. It's the how-to that connects the problem to the solution.
So what exactly is engagement leadership? The source material calls it a powerful team spirit enhancer. And I gotta say, I absolutely love that phrase. It completely reframes what a leader does. You're not just managing tasks and projects, you're actively and strategically working to build up your team's engagement.
And here's the best part. This isn't some vague, fluffy theory. No way. Engagement leadership actually comes with a practical toolkit. It's a whole framework built on something called the 12C principles, and they're designed to give you, as a leader, things you can actually do every single day.
12. That's the key number. And this is so important because it shows we're talking about a real structured system here. This isn't just a memo that says be more engaging. It's a concrete framework. For instance, a few of the key C's are things like clarity, making sure everyone knows the why behind what they're doing, or connection, fostering real relationships, and contribution, ensuring every person feels like their work actually matters.
So at the very heart of this toolkit, you have these 12C principles. Now, obviously we can't go through all 12 of them today, but you can already start to see how they work, right? When you combine that clarity on goals with a real sense of connection to the team and a deep understanding of your own contribution, well, that's when you're building the foundation for real engagement. This is the playbook for building that team spirit.
Okay, so as we start to wrap this up, let's boil it all down. What's the number one takeaway for you as a leader? What does this all mean for the impact you can have on your team?
I think this quote from the source material really says it all. Employee engagement is not a nice to have. It's not a bonus or a perk. It's a fundamental pillar. It plays an absolutely critical role in building that healthy, thriving environment where your business and your people can really succeed. So I'm going to leave you with this final question. Don't worry about mastering all 12 principles by Friday. Just think about tomorrow. Based on everything we've talked about, what is one small, deliberate action you can take to start enhancing your team's spirit? Maybe it's providing a little more clarity on a project, or maybe it's just taking 5 minutes to build a connection with someone. That one small step, that's where this whole journey really begins.